Do you feel like you're on the verge of a deep reconnection, yet something invisible is still holding that moment back? It seems like your divine masculine is getting closer, but instead of union, you're met with silence, distance, or unexpected situations that shake your faith. This is one of the most emotionally intense and spiritually challenging phases of the twin flame journey, the moment right before reunion. The truth is, many women in the divine feminine energy unknowingly stumble at this final step. But what if you knew exactly what this final test was and how to move through it with wisdom? In this video, we're diving deep into the challenge the divine masculine faces before reuniting with his twin flame. You'll learn why this test appears just as everything seems to align, why it's not a rejection, but a sacred reflection, and how it's the masculine soul asking one powerful question. Are you truly ready to receive me in all of my power? We'll break down what this test looks like, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to embody the kind of energy that dissolves the final wall. By the end of this video, you'll gain a new sense of clarity about this phase of the journey and the divine strength that already lives within you. You won't just be waiting for him to come back. You'll know exactly how to stand when he does, especially when the test shows up disguised as confusion, silence, or emotional triggers. This message is like a map to guide you through the final gate of union, and it might just be the key to unlocking the destiny your heart has been calling in. Stay with me until the end, because the moment you've been preparing for may be much closer than you think. When union happens before both internal energies are balanced and in harmony, it can become not just intense, but even destructive. If the divine masculine's electrical force is too strong, his presence can cut through the feminine's magnetic field like lightning, leaving her drained or energetically burned out. On the other hand, if her magnetic pull is too charged, it can short-circuit his system, causing him to pull away, shut down, or disappear. That's why the universe never rushes this reunion. Before the physical connection takes place, the masculine often returns in a subtle way, as a vibration, a soul presence, not to immediately merge, but to gently test the resonance between them. He feels into her field, sensing whether their energies are truly ready to meet, not just in body, but in soul, in consciousness, and in wisdom. This delicate play between opposites is sacred. It ensures that when they finally come together, it's not from neediness or imbalance, but from mutual preparation, where both are whole, steady, and energetically aligned. Only then can the true alchemy of their union unfold. If you've made it this far, it's because you deeply feel this energetic dance between the masculine and feminine within. This journey isn't easy. It's intense, transformational, and calls for soul-level growth. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever felt this strong energetic pull and release with someone special? If you feel called, share your story in the comments. Your experience might be the light someone else needs right now. Or if you'd rather keep it private, simply type the affirmation, "I am energetically ready for divine union." Let the universe know that you are aligning, healing, and preparing for love in its highest form. The closer the union gets, the more subtle the lessons become. What once came as loud triggers now arrives as quiet inner whispers. And only those truly attuned will recognize the shift. You might start to feel strange energy surges, waves of love followed by moments of deep stillness. This isn't emotional confusion. It's the universe synchronizing your frequency to something higher. You're not losing your mind. You're shedding your old one. The thoughts that once made sense will no longer fit in the world you're about to enter. Your soul is preparing you for a reality where love is not attachment, but freedom. Where union doesn't mean finding your other half, but standing as your whole self and being met fully. This is why the divine masculine's return feels more like a test than a celebration. He is not bringing answers. He is reflecting back everything within you that still seeks validation. The real question is never, will he come back? The real question is, who am I when he does? And more importantly, Will I still need him in the same way? There's a sacred paradox here. The moment you stop reaching for him is the moment he feels safe enough to approach. Love no longer feels like a demand. It becomes an invitation. That is the magnetism of the feminine when she is in her power. She doesn't chase. She radiates. She doesn't convince. She simply is. This radiant stillness is what calls the masculine home. Not the noise of longing, but the quiet certainty of self. He is drawn not by your yearning, but by your wholeness. Your boundaries are not walls. They are doors that only truth can pass through. As your energy stabilizes, the universe responds in kind. People fall away. Opportunities shift. Synchronicities increase. All of it is realignment. Don't panic when the familiar starts to dissolve. You're not being abandoned. You're being upgraded. The divine masculine senses this shift, even from a distance. He may not understand it consciously, but on a soul level, he feels the gravity of your evolution. This is when his own journey accelerates. Your growth creates a ripple effect. His shadows rise. His old patterns break. His soul begins to remember. But don't mistake his silence for indifference. Silence is the space where integration happens. It's where he confronts himself without distraction. He is not ignoring you. He is facing the version of himself that must die before he can meet you in truth. And while he transforms, your only task is to stay aligned, not to wait, not to suffer, but to expand in your own light. Every step you take into your sovereignty is a signal to the universe. I am ready, not for him, not for them, but for me. This is the energy that opens the final door. Not longing, but embodiment. Not seeking, but standing. Not hoping, but knowing. Thank you for walking with me through this sacred insight. If these words stirred something within you, it's not by chance. It's because your soul is ready to remember. To confirm that this message reached the deepest part of your being, I invite you to type the phrase, Yo soy el portador de la luz divina. Let it be your affirmation, your seal, your sacred signature. And if you felt a resonance in your heart, don't let this connection end here. Join our growing soul family by subscribing to the channel and activating the notification bell so you never miss another transmission meant just for you. This journey is just beginning, and we are rising together.